exact reason why you shouldn't tell anybody about your YouTube. So I'm going to keep it really real with you. We're going to talk about some things that I haven't heard other people talk about. I'm sure you have seen this title trending, but there's still some things that I feel like people aren't really like touching on. So we're going to talk about it in this video on this live. So if you're watching this on the replay or watching this as a highlight, you're going to want to make sure to watch the whole thing on this because it's going to be really juicy. So here's the thing. I'm going to keep it really real and just give you some of my real life experience on this. And it's going to unlock some things for you because I feel like there's just so much there's so many limiting beliefs when it comes to being a content creator. Still, you would think that in 2024, heading into 2025, it wouldn't be a thing, but it's still an issue. So back in 2013, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, okay? And of course, not really understanding what the YouTube beast would turn into, right? Of what it is now. I just was like, oh my gosh, like there's this platform, it's YouTube, and people just are like sharing their life or they are just making all these cool videos and I want to do it. And there was a couple people that were more like life coachy back in 2013. And I was like, I feel like really drawn to that. I feel like I could do that. And I would talk to people about it and they would literally look at me like, looking crazy, right? So, and back then I was still working on, you know, like my, I don't care what anyone thinks, right? Like we all kind of grow into that. Now I'm just like, like it would, like I would literally laugh if somebody looked at, like if anything, if I saw that, I would be like, ooh, that means yes, right? But then, you know, what is that, over 10 years ago, I was still like working on myself with that, right? Which I think, you know, to some degree, we all will still always be working on some degree of that, right? But I don't think it's super unhealthy to have a little bit of care about what people think, right? Like we want to present ourselves well, we want to, you know, make a good first impression, whatever, right? So that's a whole nother topic. But okay, so I would tell people, and I would say out of maybe 20 people I would tell, and these would be coworkers. So, you know, 9-to-5ers that are just doing the normal grind of, you know, the American grind of 9 to 5. And they would be looking at me like I was wild. Like, well, why would you want to do that? Or that's for like hippies, or that's for weirdos, or that's for, you know, real videographers, right? And so I would just get shut down. And there was maybe about 3 human beings that were actually like, yeah, I could really see you doing that. Like, you should try it, right? But because I would casually say it, I would get the side eye, the stank eye, the like, you're weird eye. And I just did not have enough confidence to just like still do it anyway, right? So I let that hang over my head. Then as time went on, I like, and as YouTube started getting bigger and bigger, people would make fun of YouTubers, right? Like, hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Make sure to subscribe. And I don't know what it was, but I just was like, yeah, do I want to, like, it was almost like there was a culture on YouTube like 7 years ago where it was like you kind of had to say like everyone was doing the same opening. Everybody was doing the same kind of like banner, right? Like this opener, right? Hello, everybody, welcome in. And I was like, well, I have to get a banner. I have to have a welcome message every time and say, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So just to let you guys know, my whole channel is all about health, wellness, and mindfulness. And I just love, like, and so people would make fun of that. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that is kind of cheesy. And that's not really my personality. I'm more like real, authentic, straightforward, and just kind of like what you see is what you get. So I was kind of intimidated slash some of the YouTube culture was a little like cringy. And then people that did not like that thought YouTube was weird. That, you know, this is before people were making crazy money, right? So once people started making crazy money, then they're like, oh, well, maybe I want to start a YouTube channel too. So this is still right before like all the monetization stuff was really like super huge. I think people kind of had an idea people were monetized, but people weren't really talking about it, right? Like they are now. Like everybody's always sharing, hey, I got monetized. Hey, I got monetized. And you can tell, right, when there's somebody that has ads on their videos. So I was weirded out by that. And then as time went on, I just was like, I know that I'm going to like there's not one thing I regret in my life. Not one. Because even the really bad moments, I've learned a lot from those moments and have grown so much and have transformed from some of those like bad instances in my life. So there's nothing I regret, but I was like, I think that this is one thing I would regret. Like I actually feel like this is one that I would regret. So then I just ripped the band-aid off and posted my first videos, right? And then I told some people, which I shouldn't have. I told some people and they're like, that's the topic you chose, right? So instead of even just saying, hey, good job, you went for it, keep going, get better and better, right? It was like, that was the topic that you chose. And then I would also get, of course, trolls would start to come in, right? And then I would also get, but that's like you can't avoid that. So that really didn't bother me. Um, and then I would get like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just like this blank kind of like not really interested. Like, who do you think you are? Why are you trying to do that? Only people with certain resources, only people with certain camera equipment, only certain people with a certain look, only as, it was just all these limiting beliefs. And because I was already wobbly, hey, Hallie, I was already, hey, everybody, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for tapping in. So we are talking about why you shouldn't tell anybody that you're creating a YouTube. Okay. So this is a big topic on my channel right now. So I just want to deliver on what's being asked of me and just kind of like really diving into my experience and then why I, am encouraging you guys to not tell anybody because I want to tell you my experience and why it was so crippling for me and why. Okay, so number one, we shouldn't be listening to anybody that isn't exactly where we want to be. So unless it's a billionaire that has a YouTube channel that's telling you not to start a YouTube channel, and even then still don't listen, right? Unless it's a really huge YouTuber saying, hey, okay, so I saw your YouTube channel, this is what you should do, right? If it's not, you're not looking at that person and you're like aspiring to do what they're doing, don't listen. So most of the time, there's a lot of people on YouTube, but then there's still a lot of people that have no desire to ever post. And so they don't understand when you want to start a YouTube, they don't understand what it takes. They don't understand like the journey. They don't understand the growth, like the steps of growth. And so when you're sharing it and you're saying, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? What do you think of this title? What do you think of this thumbnail? It's the wrong people to be speaking to because they don't have a YouTube channel, right? And so I think like it's natural for us to go to our loved ones and say, hey, I'm doing this, I'm starting this, right? Because it's as kids, that's what we did. We went to our parents, we went to our aunties, our uncles, our grandma, we went to, our cousins, our siblings, and then, hey, I want to start cheerleading. Hey, I want to try out for basketball. Hey, like, you would share those things. But YouTube's just a different ball game. Like, it's something where you really, it's almost like it's borderline on the level of like when people say that they want to be a singer or an actress or a model or an athlete. Like, it's on almost on that level where people kind of look at you like, you, like, yikes. Like, you might really want to like reconsider. So I had to get over that. So I was telling people I just wasn't getting the reactions that I thought I would get. Wasn't getting any encouragement. Again, there is maybe about 3 human beings that were like all 100% about it because they could totally see me as someone, giving life coaching advice or whatever, wellness advice or fitness advice or just talking, uplifting and encouraging and motivating and inspiring, right? So I did have that. That was a blessing. And then I learned to only tell those people if I was going to tell anybody. And then I just still didn't share it with anybody. Like after that, I just was like, I'm just still not even going to, I want to surprise them, even the ones that are supporting me. And, one of them is my sister, she's always on here. She's always super supportive. And because too, this is the thing, one of my siblings tunes in a lot because she actually, I'm talking about something that she's wanting to like learn from and benefit from and as an accountability partner, right? So, but not all my siblings, I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers, not all of them are going to be on my channel, right? And they shouldn't be. Honestly, I want my channel to only be for people that are actually needing the guidance, the help, the accountability partner, the just somebody to lean on, right? Virtually, right? I don't want people to be on my channel just to support. like, I'll be honest, there was a time where when I launched this, when I had this, when I launched my ebook, and this is a hard copy just to be able to show you guys, but this is my ebook on how I lost 30 pounds. I had people buy it that were like, oh, like I didn't read it at all, but I'm just so happy that you created it. And I loved that they wanted to support, but I was like, I really want this to be for people that need it. Like, if you don't need it, like, don't, just you saying good job is the support, right? Like, don't actually buy it if you don't need it. So it's kind of like that. Like, I think with the channel, you don't need support from your friends and your family. Like, you don't. You just need to get better and better at speaking, at eye contact, right? At engaging with the viewers on your live videos or in your comments. You need to get better at your lighting. Right now I have a light, like, instead of just being in a super dark space, like, oh, it's dark in my house, so, I'm just gonna kind of like be in the corner and you can't really see me, right? So I'm like, okay, the least I could do is be well lit to where you can see me, right? So, just level up little things here and there. Don't focus on, well, I got to share it with everybody. Like, as soon as I would get a post a video, I used to also post it on my Facebook, say, like, but really I built my Facebook from college. Like, nobody cares that I'm doing health and wellness. I mean, maybe a tiny percentage, right? But like, other than that, people were following me just because we all went to the same college. People were following me because we worked together at the same job. Like, people were following me because we know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, and we're in common, right? So I wasn't getting any traction from that. So then finally I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on delivering whatever message is on my heart, posting it, looking at it and saying, okay, was that a good topic? How is the reaction? How are people commenting? Was it helpful? Okay, boom, let me try to get a little bit better the next time. I didn't care about like trying to announce it and everybody look, like, I just need the view. Well, I don't. I actually need this to go to the individuals that actually need this content. Like, I don't need you to like it just because you're my neighbor. I don't need you to view it because you're my third cousin. You know what I mean? So I think that was a really big game changer. And so that's number one. So let me see what you all are saying. And let me see if there's any questions. And then I'm going to go into it, press in a little bit deeper on also why you shouldn't tell anybody. Because it's, unfortunately, some people that are your friends, that you think are your friends, are actually your biggest secret competitors, and secretly envy you and secretly want you to fail, and actually like when they see they actually like it when they don't see any progress. Like, it's sad, but it's a true reality. So let me see. I want to look at your guys' questions on my iPad, but for some reason it's not showing. So any questions about like what I've said so far and what I'm talking about so far? And if this is like, this has happened to you where you're like, yeah, I actually was sharing with people and come to find out, they were hating on me, or they were making fun of me, or they were, having whole like watch parties and just completely demolishing me. Okay, so let me, all right. Like watch parties. All right. Okay, so I'm going to read what y'all are saying. Let's see. And welcome, Tamra, if you're still here. Platinum and Gold. Blind Squad TV. Welcome. I think it's Jadeo Souza or Jadeo Souza. Welcome. Mike Swagger. That name always is, it's a good name. Basically, don't take advice from people who don't have experience in what you're trying to do. Absolutely. John. No, I'm not handicapped. Eder Jose from Brazil. Welcome. Mr. Dead Joker. Welcome. So welcome everybody in the chat. Just want to highlight a couple folks coming in here. And it says, yes, we have to stop. Holly says, yes, we have to stop looking for validation from people we know and just go for what we want. Exactly. You can't. Okay, so this is the thing. this is a really big reason why you can't share with anybody. If you're not strong enough, you will listen to the not constructive criticism. You'll just listen to the criticism and it will get to you. Like this process is, when I look back, I'm like, wow, I really was doing like a healing journey like during me posting, because it's like at the beginning, how strong-minded I am now with YouTube. And then when I go back to 4 years ago and I rewatch some of my videos, I'm like, wow, I really like was so nervous that day to post, or I was really hoping nobody would see this because like I didn't want anyone to be like, what are you trying to do? You know, I wasn't strong enough then to be like, what do you mean? What am I trying to do? Like, this is my passion. Like, do you know your passion? Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you worried about you know what I'm saying? Like, I would, back then, my mind wasn't as, like my confidence, my self-esteem in regard to YouTube, it wasn't where it is now. It was wobbly still. Now I'm on like a really solid foundation and just getting better and better every single day. But then I would have been like, yeah, you're right. Like I probably shouldn't, or you know what? Like that wasn't really good. I need to practice 13,000 times more before I start to post a video, right? Or I need to actually save up and buy like a $2,000 camera. And, you know, like I would have took the critiques and took the criticism and from people that didn't know what they were really talking about. And I didn't have like, because I have the receipts of like over 3,000 videos that I posted, I literally saw that. I was like 3,000 videos. I think half of them, I think 1,500 of them are shorts, but still I think I have like a solid, between live videos, live replay videos and regular videos, I think I have 1,000 videos, something crazy, like something ridiculous like that. And because I have the receipts that I just didn't stop, I was just starting out. So I wasn't confident. I didn't have the skill. I didn't have, do you guys see what I'm saying? So it's super important to not tell anybody at the beginning, because you need to just like get some legs under you. Like you need to just build your like, I don't know, like that, like kind of cockiness a little bit. Like, I don't, just something where it's like some armor on your chest to be like, you know what, chill. Then don't look at my page. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, yeah, you're right. Like I shouldn't, you know, I should probably, and just go back to shrinking. Right. So I still did it. I still pushed through, but this is another thing too. What's so funny about YouTube is that people, unless you really spend a lot of time on your video and you know it's really good and you really practice and you have a script and it's beautifully edited, yeah, for what I'm about to say, but for most of us, when we look back at our YouTube videos, we cringe. And so it's interesting because we get like discouraged from wanting to post more because we get low views. But then when you look back, you're like, ooh, I'm happy that nobody saw that, right? Like I'm happy, you know, those 30 people that watched it and ended up subscribing really must love me, because I was looking a mess. I was just talking crazy. Like I am very animated and that's just a part of my beingness. But I'm like every month I'm just kind of like working on how to channel it better and kind of like massage it into like an upgraded like 2.0 version of my YouTube life and how I'm going to show up on camera. But then I was like, oh my God, like I was like, I was wild. Like I had just had so much energy and so much to say. And then I would look around a lot and it just was like so much. And so I just was like, thank God I only got 13 likes and someone still subscribed. You know what I mean? So be happy that you're actually getting low subscribers, because getting low views at the beginning, because your first 100 videos, you're just still like getting your legs, you're under you're still like getting confident. You're still kind of like molding and shaping into this person that is speaking virtually to people all over the globe. Right. And so just be cool with that. So if you are like, there's a lot of people, so many comments on my last 2 posted videos, so many comments about just like being a small channel and feeling discouraged because they only have like 13 views or 41 subscribers. But those are your people. Like those are your squad. Because more than likely, if you just posted, again, unless you went to film school, unless you're like an outlier of like a person with the skill, it's probably there probably is a couple cringeworthy things, right? And that's okay. It's part of, like, you almost have to like get jumped into cringe world. Like you have to just go through that to then build, get better and better. You need data for yourself. Like you need to make your first 100 videos and then be able to analyze them and say, okay, I didn't have to talk about that. That was unnecessary. I was babbling on too much there. I wasn't paying attention to, the questions, or I didn't really answer the question. I kind of like went on a tangent. I read the question and then went on a tangent. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's just that YouTube muscle, and it's okay. Like the views, don't let that discourage you. They're gonna go up at the right time. To be honest, I'm happy that my page just now started popping because I'm more confident with showing up on camera. Like if I 4 years ago, let's just say I went viral after 90 days and I got like 500,000, like something crazy, something ridiculous, like 500,000 subscribers, I wouldn't have known what to do with that. It happened to me before. I went viral on TikTok with my grandma. I was doing the June bug, like dun, 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 like where people were just doing it like everywhere. So I did that dance with my grandma. It went viral. I gained 30,000 subscribers overnight. And then over the course of like a month, I gained an extra 10,000 from like, because I did it, like I posted it a couple times. And then I also did like another version of it again. So I gained 40,000 subscribers from the June bug challenge. What did I do with those subscribers? I mean, followers. Nothing. Like they didn't turn into a sale. I'm not a comedian. Like I'm not somebody that's aspiring to, like those, I don't even know what to call them, but they're just like people that do skits on social media. I'm not trying to be a skit girl, right? So I gained all that. I was having first of all, that was amazing memories with my grandma, right? So that was amazing. But when I did go viral, I had no business. I had no website. I had nothing, nowhere to direct those people. Hey guys, well, by the way, check out my ebook guide, or you know what I'm saying? Like, by the way, like I wasn't even bringing them to my YouTube because I think I had started my YouTube then too, but I had like a couple, like not very many videos. I didn't even say in the caption, like, hey guys, check out my YouTube channel. Like, so those 40,000 people, and I think there was like a million, something like crazy. Yeah, it was 6 million views, like something ridiculously high. And what do I have to show for it? Like just the views, like, okay, like, and then now I have my TikTok pages are TikTok shops now. So all those June bug people do not care about me talking about makeup and hair care and this cute top. Like this is actually from my TikTok shop, right? Like I'm not getting people, June bug followers that are buying stuff. Let me see if it's still, let me see if I type it in really quick. I have to show you guys this. Like, yeah, it was something crazy. And I just was like, okay, so I went viral. It's not like I went live and started talking about, you know, whatever. I just went viral and then that was it. Like I didn't make a dollar off of that, off of 40,000 people following me. And at that time too, I was still kind of growing into my like,
Y'all, I
don't wanna,
have
I was still growing into my confidence with like, okay, so I think I really do want to do like mentorship, life coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like I was still growing in that. And okay, so let's see, where is it? I know I should still be like somewhere. It's so far down my page that I don't want to like scroll all the way down my page, and I've just had so many posts since then. But it should be okay. I'll just put it like this. I think I have a screenshot of it somewhere. But see this one with LeBron James? So this one where LeBron was going, where he went viral. Let me see. How do I, okay, so This one, I was, so when you went to the hashtag, I was above him. I was above LeBron. That's how viral it went. That's how viral it went. And I wanted to show you guys, because of course, like it's LeBron, so he kept trending, and then I eventually like fell below. But for like 2 weeks, I was above, like it was above him, because I was with my grandma, and it was just more funny. So, and what did I do with all those followers? So basically, my point is that like your time for growth is supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen, because there's a reason why this collection of people is, God is putting them in your vortex, in your realm, right? They're not just for you to have high numbers, to have vanity metrics, and to like look cool and like show your friends like, ooh, look at the number on here. It's actually to change people's lives, transform people's lives, impact people, and you want depth. You want depth. Like you don't want just like a little tiny number. You want depth with people. Okay? So I had no depth with that. And so I just was like, wow, I learned a huge lesson with that. So just don't tell anybody. Keep your head, down and focused on what you're doing, and just get better and better, find more and more topics, hop on trends, right? Like it's okay. Like before I was like, I don't want to hop on trends, but I'm like, you know what? I'm on like that's part of the YouTube world. So if you can hop on a trend and make it still real and organic and authentic, and right now on my page it fits, right? Like so there is a lot of people encouraging people not to share their YouTube. So it is trending, but so is the topic of YouTube on my personal channel. So it fits right now, right? So um yeah, just don't tell anybody. And if somebody comes across it, like seriously, you know what I do? And I know there's probably people like, yeah, you're talking about me, Ciana, because there might have been people that are following me right now that I might have told, like not told. But when I meet people in person, like out in LA, and they're like, oh, like what do you do? And da da da. I don't even bring up YouTube. I don't even bring up the YouTube at all. And I'm on here every day. So unless that person finds me organically, I don't even bring it up.